We're at home with Heidi-Licious, and I'm Heidi. The girls are coming over tonight, and we're having a little slumber party. Somebody's bringing some popcorn, some potato chips. I'm making truffles, and you and I are going to make them together. We don't have to tell everybody how super easy they were. We're just going to make them. Let's review our ingredients for our truffles. These are so simple. We've got 1 package of Oreo cookies, which is the 1 pound 2 ounce package. 1 8-ounce package of Philadelphia cream cheese, our friend. This is the plain variety. You can use somewhat low fat, the 1/3 low fat, and this will work also. We also have a 12-ounce package of melting chocolate, which is the white melting chocolate. If you choose to, you could use dark or even the milk chocolate. In addition to that, we have other options if you wanted to change the flavor of your truffles. You can use about a tablespoon of either Chambord raspberry liqueur, some Kahlua Frangelico, which is a hazelnut liqueur, or some Bailey's Irish cream. All these things will change up the flavor of your truffle just a little bit. If you want to go the non-alcoholic version, you can use some espresso powder or some peppermint extract. Put a little in and taste it. We're now going to make the truffles. I have a food processor here. If you don't have a food processor, you can put your cookies in a Ziploc baggie and roll your rolling pin over them. It's pretty easy, but it takes a little bit longer. This is a lot easier. First thing we're going to do is take our cookies, put them in our food processor. You're going to take the whole container. Come on, boys. Everybody out. We're having a party. Okay, put our lid back on, and we're going to pulse this until they're completely all crumbly. You can also hear it change in its tone. It starts to sound a higher pitch and doesn't have that grinding sound quite as much. Almost there. Ah, I heard the change. Then we add 1 package of Philadelphia cream cheese. Oh yeah. Good. And we're ready. I have put a cookie sheet lined with wax paper in the freezer so it's nice and cold, and I'm going to grab that now. I've got a handy dandy little scooper here. Can't believe I ever cooked without it before. And we're just going to scoop out and put it onto the cookie sheet. Very fast. They get a little goopy and sticky, but they come right out. They don't have to be perfect because we're going to roll them into balls in just a second. Now this makes about 27 of them, roughly. I always say it makes 24 because 3 tend to disappear all the time on me. I don't know where they go. I took these to my job one day, and I was embarrassed because people were absolutely raving about how good they were, and I couldn't believe that they were so simple, and I didn't want to lie to them, but I didn't want to share the recipe either. And, well, I guess they'll find out now what's everything that's in it. There's just still going to be 3 missing. At this point, we're going to take our balls and roll them up so that they're nice and round. And they don't have to be perfect. I'm not sure if you know where truffles came from, that word. It doesn't mean put your feet up in the air, sipping on a, like a bonbon type thing. It's not that kind of a truffle. It's supposed to resemble a truffle that's in the ground, and they have pigs that find them, and they snuffle around, and they can smell them, and they find them, and they look like these crunchy little uneven balls. The poor pigs never get to eat them, I don't think. That's so sad, so terribly sad. But we are going to pig out on these truffles. So now we've been melting our chocolate in 30-second intervals and stirring in between times in our microwave. If we stir it up, you're going to see that it's nice and liquid and soft and it's smooth. Be careful, you don't want it to get overcooked at all. You just want it to be nice and soft like this. The truffles have been in the freezer on the cookie sheet for about 25 to 30 minutes, and they're nice and hard, and they'll do real well on the chocolate. Okay, a couple of secrets to getting this going. Just stick it in here, dunk it down, cover it up, and it can be an awful lot of chocolate, so you want to scrape it off so you don't get too heavy on it. Put it over like that. Take a little bit of one Oreo that I crushed up and put it over top to give people a hint of what's in there. Here's another one. Again with the scraping off. And pushing it off. And a little bit of extra. You got to put that little bit of cookie on there when it's nice and soft like that. You can't do it after it's gotten hard, so you want to do it right away. The girls are on their way for the slumber party, and I'm all done with the truffles. While you were away, I decided to sneak in an extra recipe, so I substituted on a second batch some peanut butter Nutter Butter cookies for the Oreos. Everything else is the same. All I did was substitute the Nutter Butters. Ugh, decadent. They're so good. These ones I covered in milk chocolate, and the other ones I covered in white chocolate. Once again, Philadelphia saved the day. Good old Philadelphia cream cheese. Excellent stuff in many different recipes. The girls are on their way. I can hear them coming down the hall. Let's party.